If you're a maverick like me, then you know that there's a cost to finding answers outside of mainstream culture. One of the most common things I hear from people who meet me is, I really want to work with you, but I don't have the money, or I need to find the money. And that's what this video is about. I want to share with you how to find the money to invest in your health and well-being, because it's not free. Because mainstream culture and the monopoly that our agriculture and big pharma have on our American daily life is so strong and powerful that we are just not going to hear about how to heal ourselves in those systems. And so that's why so many traditional systems like Ayurveda, yoga, Chinese medicine, energy healing, and all kinds of holistic and complementary modalities have become the norm. And as such, we need to start thinking differently about the investments that we're making in our lives. And that includes some cheddar. My history of self-healing from my hip dysplasia and torn labrum, multiple sport injuries growing up as a competitive gymnast and tennis player and dancer, I feel like I have gotten a pretty good understanding that you have to pay out of pocket for your well-being here in America. That it is something that we're not taught. We're taught to invest in our retirement plans, in our 401ks, and to evaluate and reevaluate our portfolios as we reach different stages of our lives. We're taught to assess risk and acquire assets and equity. But we really have blinders on when it comes to this collaboration that is so available to us with the natural world, and how we can leverage ancient wisdom and these healing habits of the yogis, of Ayurveda, to eliminate the chronic inflammation that is making us so sick and costing us so much more than just the dollars in our pocket. I want to talk about how to find the money to go with building your wellness team, whatever that is, whether that's Ayurveda, Chinese medicine, maybe seeing an acupuncturist. Some of the complementary modalities like chiropractic work, even acupuncture, and some gym memberships are becoming reimbursed by these large insurance companies like Blue Cross Blue Shield. I know is a pretty good one. When I had health insurance with them, I could deduct or be reimbursed for my then gym membership. But a lot of us also in America don't have health insurance, or we don't have adequate health insurance. And our experience with the allopathic model of healing and medicine is limited. Investing in your well-being is something that unfortunately we just have to do out of pocket. In my journey, I have spent lots of money. I have totaled now, I stopped counting, but this was about 3 years ago, my out-of-pocket expense to learn and know what I know now about self-healing, tissue recovery and repair, natural detox, liver functioning, longevity practices, all of this. I've spent well over 150,000 US dollars to understand how to heal myself. And it meant traveling to India, it meant picking up second jobs, it meant finding the money. I first started just with my own pocket, what savings I had and what was available to me. I also grew up with scant resources. I had to pay for my college education, and I worked many jobs to do that. I'm still paying for it and those loans. But getting loans is a way to pay for your well-being. Along my journey, I had acquired credit lines to invest in myself, whether that is a line of credit with my business and a credit card, or if I've acquired a small business loan, grants, all kinds of funding that is out there for what you're looking for. You might also think about asking a friend, a family member, a mentor, maybe a boss, for a loan or advance on your investment, and share with them why you're doing X. Why do you want to stop the weight creep? Why do you want to learn how to cook your own meals? Why do you want to learn how to manage your blood pressure? There has to be a bigger why there to keep you motivated and invested in finding the money, because it's out there now more than ever, especially during a recession and global events like a pandemic, like COVID. There are opportunities when things seem to fall apart. And if we can shift our mindset to looking to those opportunities, we'll find resources that maybe we had blinders on to before. So I've opened lines of credits, I've borrowed money, private loans from mentors. I have picked up second and third jobs. I have gone to my budgeting system and really itemized what it is that I am spending my money on a daily basis. And as I continue to deepen my understanding of the causes of inflammation, of the costs of chronic inflammation, then I started to really understand that I was already getting a return on that investment in spades, in my vitality, in the fact that I have no pain in my body, I am mobile and remain a competitive athlete, I enjoy my life and don't feel like self-care is a bubble bath and a need to escape from my life on the daily basis. And that's really the end game here, or at least it is in the Rasayana community and in my membership tribes with Firestarter and Alchemy clubs. We really prioritize that investment because the return on it is so, so great. I'll link below a return on investment calculator that you can actually calculate in real dollars what the cost of your current habits and spending patterns are and what the cost of inflammation really is. We really don't take the time to sit down and start doing that kind of analysis until we get a big scary diagnosis, or until we're so exhausted we're collapsing on the couch at the end of the day after work with no juice, no light left to go about your business and leave your impact and legacy on the world. And that's a big part of why I'm passionate about teaching people these self-healing habits, because there's nobody coming to rescue you from yourself. And that is a hard lesson I've had to learn over and over and over again. And when we find the money, because it's out there, you'll find that you get that return in spades. Touch base with me if you're looking for more resources on where to find your money. Let's talk about what not changing is really costing you and your big why. Why do you want to take on a healing journey? What's the end game here? And I'd love to get you there. Another great resource for finding money is a health savings account. If you have employment where a health savings account is offered to you, you can designate a certain amount of money every year to be deducted from your paychecks pre-tax, and then later submit for reimbursement using those allocated funds. And it was something I've used to pay when I very first started my healing journey. I would use them for my massage appointments, my acupuncture appointments. This was before insurance companies were paying for any acupuncture or massage for that matter. Health savings account is certainly another way to plan and invest and utilize the money that you have to get you a greater return on your health and vitality. Also, when you learn these daily healing habits in my programs, you'll find that you actually save money, that the costs of superfluous spending, of retail therapy, emotional eating, addictions to alcohol or vaping or weed or cigarettes, or even an addiction to television. It could be anything. You're going to save money by understanding how to invest in leveraging these ancient wisdom traditions. Systems that don't work don't last and stick around for thousands of years. So call me. Let's arrange a strategy session. Let's find the money for you. And let's stop being polite about what's getting in the way and roll up our sleeves and get to work so you can live the life that you deserve.